second question is, I understand that Southern California is not exactly the theatrical mecca of the world or anything, but are any of you going to be doing any live theater in this area?
I'm not theater man. I'm not theater correspondent.
Yes, well,
Wait. How many nominations have you gotten for theater in Los Angeles?
Oh,
Lenny, he gets nominated every year for Best Director.
Yeah.
Have I hit a nerve with you?
No. I mean, all of us basically are theater trained, and I think that you'll be seeing these guys on stage a lot after the season, and I mean you should, because they are. I mean, they are amazingly talented men, and should be on stage. Really should be on stage. I mean, that's where I think, that's where our training is, and I think, I'll speak for us, and I'll say that I think that our strength as actors is the fact that we have stage legs, and that we do have that kind of training. Sid and I went to the same school. I went there maybe a couple of years before he did. And some people didn't laugh. I mean, some people believe that.
Yeah. I just thought, who's that interesting enigmatic guy?
Yeah, right. And yeah, exactly right. With strange makeup. I'm hoping to be doing. I'm always planning stage stuff. Always, and I'm constantly reading plays, and so I hope soon.
Andy is the leading director of what I consider to be the finest theater we have in Los Angeles, at the Matrix. And it's there that he wins his awards, and it's there that he works with some phenomenal actors. And recently, he not only directed a play, but he also was forced to take over one of the parts where he was brilliant in that as well.
Thank you for your performances beyond the Blood Star. And would you all comment about how it was to play out of character and having to kind of start?
Beyond the question, I don't know if everybody could hear that, but Beyond the Stars, that episode, what it was like. Well, I think for Armin and I, it was just a great relief not to have to wear makeup for a while. When that story was in the works, just on a personal point about it, Ira came to me, and he was obviously very nervous about what he was afraid that I was going to be upset that I was going to be playing one of the bad guys in the story. And he said, well, how do you feel about that? And I said, well, I haven't read the script, Ira. I don't know. I mean, if it's a good part, it's great. And I read the script, and I thought the part was very interesting, challenging, and had a real interesting resolution to it. And I called him and I said, Ira, that's what I do for a living. I'm a character actor. I've played just about as many really evil, terrible characters as I've played nice characters, and that's what it's all about. And it was a very interesting episode to work on, and Mr. Brooks did some extraordinary work as a director, and I think you're all, not to be a spoiler and tell you anything that's going to happen, I think you're going to be interested to see that in a sense, that story is not over yet, and I think you might find it very interesting.
Waiting for a comment from me about that? I had maybe 2 or 3 lines. It was just great to be in the show. But I don't recall having... I literally just got... I was happy just to watch Avery's performance, which was terrific, I thought. And pretty scary in its stariness. And I hope that translated really well onto film. It did for me, and his director was great. And it was great to see everybody working as actors. It felt a bit like we all got casting Glenn Ross, for a second there. We all got a chance to do something on stage for 1 week, and we all relished it. And it's a bit like a big holiday for us when everybody gets to get all their kit off, all their drag off, and do some stuff together.
For me, it was a wonderful, wonderful experience. Yes, because I got to get out of makeup, but also because the character I played, her, although certainly a comic character, was standing up for what was right, and that isn't something Quark usually does. And in fact, I had some problem with interpretation with Avery, who was directing, because he was trying to make the character similar to Quark in some ways, and I was saying, no, this is a totally different person altogether, and what they have written here for me is that I'm coming to your defense. You're thinking that Quark's coming to your defense, and you're not really 100% sure you want that, but I'm telling you, think it's her who's coming to your defense, and that's a different thing altogether. So, as has been said already, it was a chance to play a different character and to a different arena altogether.
Right. I'd like to thank you all for giving me characters over the years that I really do care about. I especially love the Quark-Odo relationship. I find it very reminiscent to Spock and McCoy. And I found Far Beyond the Stars an extremely moving experience, and I'd like to thank you for that one as well. I've got a question for Armin. In the early days of Deep Space Nine, you reported as being unhappy about Quark simply being comedy relief. Are you happier now with the way you've been allowed to portray him as a little bit more sinister?
No. I'm still unhappy that the dimensions of Quark really haven't changed that much. We know more about him. Yes, we know about his family. We know lots of things about him, but he really hasn't matriculated as much as I think most of the other characters on the show have. And so to that extent, I'm still, in fact, Rom has matriculated more, so has Nog, than Quark has. And I'm a little disappointed by that. I must say that that the only times that I've really sort of gotten a chance to do things that may not be what the writers specifically want is when these three guys are directing. In each of their episodes, I forced them. They've all done Quark episodes. Have you ever noticed that when an actor directs for the first time, they get a Quark episode? And I sort of, really strongly advocated that I do something that wasn't necessarily in the script, and these guys have been terrific about taking the heat and allowing me to do it.
Then we've had to reshoot it. We've had to go back and reshoot it because Ira calls and says, "Why did you let him do that?"
Because I'm headstrong. What can I say?
My wife said to him, "You've got a full head of..." What did she say? "You've got a full head of ear."
Yeah, full head of ear.
You're not bald. You've got a full head of ear. But it's an interesting, and I don't know who it's a tribute to, but that gentleman's comment, which is very gratifying about enjoying the relationship between Odo and Quark, because in fact it has not been. That was established sort of in the pilot and fiddled around with for the first couple of seasons, and then Armin and I are always sort of bemused. We love it that people bring it up. They like our relationship. But we've only had one show in which we've gotten, that was The Ascent, where we got to really work together consistently for the whole show. Usually it's a matter of him walking into security, insulting me walking into the bar, insulting him, and that's just about it. Maybe it's because it's sort of like Stilton cheese. A little bit of this goes a very long way.
Are you calling us cheap now?
No, he's over there now. How'd you get over there?
Well, this mic was open, so... yesterday I was talking to somebody, and they were talking about the writers of Deep Space Nine, and they were saying, well, none of those guys could write for a sitcom, and I totally disagree, because some of the funniest things I've seen on TV has been on your show. The Magnificent Ferengi kills me to this day. You're talking about comedic twists and turns when the Ferengi shot Mookie, I was on the floor. I'm like, that defeats the purpose. They were the rescue, he's going to kill him.
Cecily, how did you feel about that?
So how do you guys feel about, because your show, to be quite honest, never stays in the same framework of what you expect on television. 1 minute you guys doing serious drama, next show you're doing a broad comedy, and I mean, is it fun to do that? Is it fun to change gears like that? I know there are some people who can't get into that. They'll always keep facing and decide what they want to do or what they want to be. I love it. I love that each week. I don't know what you guys are going to do and what you guys are going to present to us. How does it feel to be able to change gears like that every week?
It's great. I mean, that's one of the things that keeps it fresh and interesting for me personally. I love
Voyagers out there, guys. Don't you want to hear from you? Yeah. Bored with us
doing
now?
things like
No, tell them to wait until you finish answering my question.
Yeah, you ready?
Robert, you'll have to wait.
It's Tim, the one. He's the one that goes ballistic. He gets really weird. You should see him. You think you're bad. They keep you waiting for a shot. You keep Tim Russ waiting for a shot. For Christ's sake, he's got your ears on the wall.
I'll repeat the questions a little more. That's right.
The questions are the answers, Robert.
So lie back, relax. We've got a while. Get a cup of coffee over there. Yeah, make those lines a little longer.
They've got 75 years to come back from wherever they're at.
Isn't that on season?
This is our last shot here, boy.
I guess we should just wrap this up.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Listen, thank you very much.